to one of my courses, you've probably either tasted this or you've seen me make it. Sweet chili jam is my most requested recipe on my courses. And the reason is it tastes delicious, it's really easy to make, and it's so versatile. I'll use it for all sorts of things. It goes great with a roast dinner, with any kind of seafood dishes. It works well in sandwiches. Antipasti platters are amazing with it. Crumbled up parmesan chunks with a little dollop of sweet chili jam on is heavenly. It makes a great sweet chili chicken recipe. All sorts of things you can use it for. So this is the basic recipe. Really, all you need is 8 red peppers. So actually it's more of a red pepper chutney than a sweet chili jam, but it's always been called sweet chili jam. So 8 red peppers. In terms of the heat, it's up to you. I happen to have 3 red chilies today, so I'm going to use those. You can go up to 12 red chilies depending on how hot you want it to be. I've got a can of tomatoes. I've got 250 millilitres of red wine vinegar. I've got 750 grams of jam sugar. You don't have to use jam sugar, you can use normal sugar if you want. The jam sugar just helps it to set a little bit more, but it's not really that important for this type of recipe for it to set. And then I've got a big chunk of ginger that I've peeled and chopped up, and a whole head of garlic that I've peeled. So they are going to go into a food processor. Now, this really helps. If you haven't got a food processor, you can do it in a blender. Either way, you're going to have to do it in a couple of batches because you're not going to get it all in together. So here goes. Ginger and garlic has gone in. I'm going to add in my pepper. So nothing fancy here. I don't even use a knife. I just pull the peppers apart, take out the middle, tear it up and throw it into the blender. So this is great to do with the kids as well. So the easiest thing to do is just take the pepper, push in the stalk, then just pull it apart. It comes away quite easily. Just tap out some of those seeds. All the chilies, my chilies have gone a little bit dry, but that's fine. Literally all you do is take off the stalk and the whole thing goes in. So obviously these are washed and the whole thing just goes in. Blend it up until it's nice and fine, and then I'm going to start throwing this into a heavy big saucepan. You want a good sturdy saucepan for this because you're going to let it cook for about 45 minutes to an hour. Last batch of peppers going in, I'm going to add the tomatoes. Now it's time to add the ingredients that will make this into a savoury jam, and that's the red wine vinegar and the sugar. It's a lot of sugar, but remember you're only going to be eating this by the teaspoon. I'm going to bring this up to the boil and then reduce it so that it simmers, and then it will simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour. And you want it to reduce by about 1/3, and you'll be able to see that at the side of the pan. That's ready to jar up now. I am going to put this in jars now while it's still hot and the jars are hot, and then when you seal them, it will keep for absolutely ages.
I've got 2 big jars out of this. I like to put mine in really big kilner jars because we use it so much, especially over the summer for barbecues and things. So I'll seal this up, then I can put it in the larder or food cupboard, sealed up. It'll keep in there easily for a year. Once it's opened, it will go in the fridge and it will stay in the fridge for 6 months open, no problem at all. I'm going to show you lots of recipes to use with this. And it's also nice to make up some little jars like this. These make really sweet little presents if you're going to someone's house for a barbecue. You can just jar them up like that and put a little label on, and again, they'll keep for about a year.